What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new NFL video. And in today's video, I am doing my reactions from the last week of the NFL season, which is now week 4. Can't believe it's been 4 weeks already. But our first storyline, the Lions, my hometown team, get it done against the Browns, 30 to 10 or something. But that game, low-key, was kind of close for a second. If we weren't as good as we were, we might have found a way to lost that game. But just wanted to go over that quickly. Silence all the haters. First in the North, by the way. Sorry, Packers fans, but the main game of this week was Chiefs versus Ravens. It was supposed to be a slugfest, really close game, and the Chiefs absolutely dominated the Ravens the entire game. It wasn't even close at all. The first quarter was close, but it's the first quarter. The Chiefs end up winning 37-20, and it really should have been 37-13. But the Ravens had a touchdown at the very end of the game. I think it was 2 minutes left or something. But the Ravens are absolute ass. I'm not gonna lie to you for that performance. Sorry, Trey. I know you're watching. And our second game we'll be going over is the Bears versus the Raiders. And they just got lucky in this game. They played like absolute shit. Geno Smith was throwing picks left and right, and they still couldn't capitalize on them. They would just end up kicking a field goal. I think he threw an interception, and they returned it to the 20, and they couldn't end up scoring. And the Bears go ahead, they're down, and they go ahead and take the lead with a minute left. The Raiders get it into field goal range, and then the kick gets blocked. So it's how many kicks have been blocked to end games this year? The Bears moved to 2-2, but they really have just gotten lucky that game. They really should have lost that game. They played terrible. Next up is going to be a very good game, and a team that I think is a Super Bowl contender and a pretender. The pretender being the Colts, who end up losing to the Rams 27-20. Daniel Jones didn't play as good as he was. Didn't play as good as his miracle run. His miracle run might be over for the Colts, but unfortunately they're not able to get it done. And the Rams do defeat them 27-20. Next up is going to be the Jags winning in San Francisco 26-21. I'm a Trevor Lawrence believer, and they're winning games right now. They're 3-1, and they're looking pretty solid on the year. So good for them. And the Niners, they just gotta stay healthy. They keep getting hurt. Brock Purdy's out for this. The game is actually today, as I'm recording this, Thursday Night Football, Rams versus Niners. Give me the Rams in that one, by the way, because I'm not gonna have my predictions video out until probably tomorrow or maybe even Saturday. But give me the Rams 28-17 against the Niners in that one. But just honestly, the performance from Jacksonville was very good. They returned a kick. That was the dagger, I should say. San Francisco, you got to fix something. You got to stay healthy. Fire your training personnel because they don't know how to keep Brock Purdy healthy. Next up is going to be the Atlanta Falcons upsetting the Commanders 34-27. Now, Atlanta has been one of the most polarizing teams this season. They start off, they almost beat the Bucs, who were 3-0 until this week. They lose on a missed field goal. And then they go out and they pretty much dominate the Vikings, even though that game was pretty low scoring. And then they go ahead and lose to the Panthers. So you're just thinking, oh, they're ass. They're terrible. And then they go on the road and they defeat the Commanders. How does that even happen? I get it. Jaden Daniels has had some injury concerns, but that team isn't just him. Even with some backups in, you still should be able to beat the Atlanta Falcons, who are pretty ass. But they can't. Next up will be the New England Patriots, just absolutely pounding the Carolina Panthers 42-13. Bryce Young, I love you, buddy, but this NFL thing might not be for you. Here's what I'm thinking. If J.J. McCarthy doesn't work out with the Vikings, Bryce Young sent to the Vikings, he'll have a Sam Darnold tier career resurgence. I think that's the best case scenario for Bryce Young right now. Because in Carolina, it's not working. I mean, they won 30-0 last week, but then you go on the road to New England, and New England struggled. However, I still think they're a pretty solid young team with Drake May. Drake May's a dog. I'm a Drake May believer too. But you lose 42-13, and Bryce Young, you let your backup put up more points than you. You put up 6 points on offense. Your backup comes in and throws a garbage time touchdown to cut the lead to fucking 30, 29, whatever it is. You have to fix something. You're a really good guy. I want you to succeed, but you got to do it. Next up is possibly the biggest upset and surprise of this week. Maybe besides the Chiefs and Ravens. The Chiefs have blown out the Ravens. The Giants and Jackson Dart's first career start blow everyone's expectations out of the water by upsetting the Chargers 21-18. Chargers O-line is pretty injured. Herbert didn't have as much time to pass and do everything, but MVP Herbert still happening. This is just a slight bump in the road. But Jackson Dart, white boy summer is turning into white boy fall. Jackson Dart is a dog. Market. They got CTE boy, aka Cam Scattaboo, absolutely cooking. And very fortunately for the Giants, those guys are just young. But very unfortunately, they lose probably their best player on the team, Malik Neighbors. He's out for the year with a torn ACL, so that will hinder both him and Jackson Dart's development. They can't get that connection until probably next year. But very unfortunate for that injury. He's a dog. Everybody knows that. And Giants, you get a big win, but you also get a big loss. Next up is the Eagles, the fraudulent Eagles that are going to get blown out by the Lions in the playoffs. Nearly lose a 30-point lead to the fraudulent 3-0 Buccaneers. They end up winning 31-25, but they easily could have lost that game if Baker Mayfield didn't take a couple key sacks on that final drive for them. But Eagles, bro, we know you're fraudulent. We're coming for you. Next up is going to be Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football slate I did not watch because, honestly, it's just two trash games. Bengals are just ass. The Lions are going to BTA next week against the Bengals. They lose 28-3 to the Broncos, who have had struggles this year. I do think they're a playoff team, but they've just had some struggles at the start of this year. But they go ahead and handle business 28-3 against the Bengals. The Bengals without Joe Burrow are cooked, beyond cooked. And next up is possibly our saddest story of this week. The Cheetah, aka Tyreek Hill, might be done with the game of football. He had a very gruesome injury on the field. I don't know if they've released what it is yet, but his leg is like broken or something. So very unfortunate for him. We saw him clapping it up and like being hyped on the cart on the way out. And a lot of people are saying that feels like his like retirement. That feels like his goodbye to the game of football. So unfortunately, that might be the last time we ever see Tyreek Hill suit up in the NFL. But I believe the Dolphins didn't end up getting that game won. The Jets are just terrible. If the Jets and Saints played, I think that game might be a 0-0 tie because those teams are just so ass. All right, guys, and that will end off today's video. I will have more videos coming tomorrow and the day after. I'm thinking about doing another Madden video or college football video. So just let me know what you guys want to see. I'll do it for you. If you guys like the video, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment what you want to see down below. I'll see you guys next time.